So I saw somewhere that marriage is a relationship where you can be your best self, your worst self, or both. And I couldn't agree more. My wedding anniversary is tomorrow, and I just thought to myself that it would be a good idea for me to say certain words that I know now from experience that I would say to myself just before I got married and repeat to myself tomorrow. Marriage is very beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you have heard, experienced, read. Marriage is beautiful. Yet, marriage is uncomfortable. And I'll explain. Marriage is uncomfortable because it exposes your flaws. It makes you eat the frog or become a person that eats the frog if you want to survive. It's a change environment. Things are constantly going to change. You think you know somebody, but they are growing, so they are changing, and you are growing and you are changing. So it is a change environment, and you have to get comfortable with change. What would I say? It makes you set aside your pride. It makes you be humble and loving even when you have been wronged. And you may be thinking, yeah, those things are great things. Those things are some of the things you want in other areas of your life. And those things they just make you a better person. But being a better person is uncomfortable. And that's what marriage is about. I recently heard someone say values and principles are not for easy times. And I think that's something that you need to think about over and over and over again. They're not for comfortable times. They're there to be tested, to be tried. They're for difficult times. That's when you can say you have certain values and principles. So as you're looking to get married and stay married, ensure that values and principles are something that you always check in with. What are the values and principles that you need per time? What are the values and principles that you need every day from yourself and from the person you want to get married to? One of my values in life is kindness and a heart for God. And those two were big factors in deciding to marry the man that I married a couple of years ago. So, understand the values and principles that mean something to you and that will carry you through the years. And as you evolve and your partner evolves, understand what values and principles that you need and communicate those values and principles. Love starts with feelings, but as time goes by, it transforms into decisions and choice making. At first you have all the feelings, you go on dates all the time, you talk all the time, you do everything all the time. But then you get older, you relocate, my example, you have a kid, you get busy, life gets busy. And they're just things that can pull you in two different directions. And it becomes less about that love feeling that was there at the beginning and more about decisions. Decisions to prioritize date time, to listen when the other person is talking, to look out for the other person, to search for the other person in the midst of the crowd and the noise, to have the other person's interest at heart at all times, to check in on the person even when you've had a very long and tiring day. Love transforms from feelings to decisions and choices. Having kids changes a lot. Not just your body, your mind, your feelings, and all the other things that you have heard or read about. It also changes your marriage a lot. It changes the structure of your marriage. It changes the time that you have for each other. It changes your planning, it changes your decision, it changes a whole lot, and the list is endless. However, it is wise to have a good understanding that children are temporary visitors in your home. Though long term, they're there for a really long time, but it's still temporary. And there will come a time where you are not your child or your children's number one priority. There will come a time where they will and must choose another person, sometimes over you. In fact, all the time over you. So it is good to understand, with all your feelings and all your love and all your protection and all your giving and all your everything for your children, they are temporary visitors in your home, and you must choose the person you have chosen on your wedding day over them always, because there will come a time where they will do the same. They will choose somebody else over you, and there's no manipulating them. It's just the way life is. It's just the way you've done yours. Now they're going to do theirs. It is a tough thing to do, especially as a mother. I can speak for myself on that. It is a very tough thing to do. What is a thing that you must discuss, you must understand, you must agree, and you must do if you want your marriage to be good for long. The honest truth is, a lot of us did not grow up understanding or seeing the example of what it means when they say you become one with your spouse, becoming one. A lot of us didn't get the true example of that, and it took a lot of praying, learning, studying the Bible, and a revelation from God for us to both understand what it meant to become one. And it was one of the best decisions we make and made, and if we continue to make, will be one of the best things we ever do. Because sometimes the challenges you're going to face are not external, they are internal, meaning my family, his family, your family, his family. And those challenges that are internal are sometimes a whole lot stronger and harder to overcome than external challenges. And those challenges will really test if you truly are one, as you said you have become on your wedding day. Situations will test it. People will test it. People will try to create a me versus you situation, intentionally or unintentionally. People will try to make you believe that your spouse is not your family. And if your spouse is not your family, there is no way you can become one. But under the eyes of God, it's very different too. And it is very important that you understand what it means for you to join with your partner in soul, in your spirit, in your finances, emotionally, in every single way that you become one. That is the only way to overcome some challenges, especially the ones that have to do with family. So believe it, understand it, digest it, eat it, stand by it, and draw a vision of what that looks like, and let that inform everything you say, everything you do regarding your partner, to your family, and to everybody else externally. The last one, you only get a limited amount of time, 40, 30 years. It's still limited. It's not forever and ever. It is still timed, it is still limited, and it is still going to end one way or the other. It is till death do us part. So something will do you part, and that is death, right? And I know that sounds very sad and morbid, but that's just the reality. Your marriage will end at one point or the other. The prayer is that it is not anytime soon and you have more time, but it's not an infinite amount of time. It's not forever. So since you have limited amounts of time, try to make it a good time. That's really all. Just try your best every day to have a good time. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.